Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the importance of spinning your arrows, making sure they're true and straight. A couple weeks ago we talked about flex testing. We'll put a link to that video here. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch that. It's a good kind of prequel to this video. But yeah, we're going to talk about the different way that an arrow can bend and kind of the importance of checking the different components that could be bent in an arrow. So to start out with, we should have a pretty perfectly straight arrow right here. It spins good, everything looks nice and straight. And when that is spinning good, we know that all the field tips, the collars, and the insert are all working in conjunction with each other here. Tolerances are good to spin straight. The next thing that you might see, if you've got a really beefy component system, usually your field tip is the weak point in an arrow because the shank of that field tip is so skinny and not quite durable enough. So sometimes you'll miss the target, hit a rock, and all it'll do is bend your field tip. So you can see here we got a field tip that's wobbling, but the shaft here at the end of the arrow is straight where the insert is. So we know that we don't have a bent insert hidden down inside that arrow. Kind of the third thing that we like to look for, depending on the insert and outsert system, they all vary a little bit, but here we've got just the insert with some wobble on it. And that usually happens when you've got a longer, usually aluminum outsert system, just because there is more leverage on it. Aluminum's, you know, it's aluminum, it's not quite as durable as steel, so usually your field tip will bend that aluminum insert. But usually this does protect the arrow. Sometimes we can heat it up, pop it out, put a new insert, and you're good to go. The other thing that we do see every now and then, you know, nobody's perfect. Manufacturers have bad batches every now and then. Once in a blue moon, we do see an arrow come out of a batch that is a little bit bent or heavy on one side straight out of the package. So just the shaft itself will wobble. So that's another thing to look out for. But yeah, just to touch back on a few things, you can have a bent insert, usually it's replaceable. You can have a bent field tip, always replaceable, or you got your perfect shaft. And lastly, guys, if you have any questions on your arrow setup or how they might be spinning or how we can maybe fix some weird flight issues that you have going on, feel free to come into the shop. We're happy to put your arrows on the spinner. It takes 2 seconds to do. We'll look at it and kind of, you know, troubleshoot with you guys. But leave a comment, let us know, you know, if you've got this kind of issue, if you've had bent inserts or field tips before that you've replaced and it's improved your arrow flight. And lastly, subscribe to the channel and help us keep growing with you guys. Thanks.